want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta
We want
understand,
all the
Wack.
smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No mercy room. Spin the block room. 100 ENT Jailbreak Squad room. 100 ENT South room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
Some personal shit going on, he said.
Probably finally got some.
I don't know.
He's not.
He gonna show up. He gonna show up on Thursdays and Sundays for Sleepless, and he show up to Good Burgers most of the time. But that nigga got some shit going on. Hold on, dog. Give me like 2 minutes. My shit loading up.
Alright, Brock, cool, good looking. What up, though, Wack?
What's up? When you say, little dude hit you?
YG?
Something got a little different about YG, because he just disappeared. Usually when niggas go to jail, they let us know that they got to turn themselves in for certain reasons.
Yeah, YG. All I know is YG got busted. Wack.
Nah, we knew he got busted. I sent the bondsman. Remember, we knew.
Yeah, you bailed him out.
And he was back on the flow.
Yeah,
while he was fighting the case. But what got weird to me is the nigga just disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
Was that
he pops
Trucker?
up when?
Yeah, I'll see him. He'll pop up down at the goo and just look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, my nigga. Like, Beast,
Oh,
you
really?
know what I'm saying, bro? Like, nigga don't go from, you know, to something happening with that.
Damn.
Yeah, he said he just got out.
Slow.
That's all.
Nah, you missing the point.
No, I heard
No,
you.
I got you, Wack. I already know. What you're saying.
You know, human nature is a niggas is not just disappearing and ain't saying nothing when you went from, nigga, we got the call, nigga, when you was running from the police.
Yeah.
We sent the bailsman, the bondsman to get you. You back on the flow. Boom, 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 boom. You fighting the case. Okay, they prolonging it. Boom, 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 boom. Somewhere in there, you got a sentencing date and a turn-in date. And somewhere in there, niggas just disappeared. Now, Trucker talking about he pops up in the goo. That, okay, like, why the change? Now, I know what niggas is thinking. And I know what a guilty mind think. I did kind of disappear. I know this nigga is. He lied to ask for something. I mean, he already told us he was looking at 32 months or something.
For sure.
We knew that.
For sure. We know.
32
months. Yeah. We knew the robbery. 32 months with 85%.
Yeah, we knew all that.
We was cool with that. We was like, all right, cool. You do your shit. We right here with you.
Listen, he could have got a few packages, money on his. We could have got all kind of shit. The nigga just disappeared. And then When he get out, he call Ebony. It's like his temperature checking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he out. He out already, Ed.
He calls Ebony.
Ed, YG's out.
Yeah, he ain't. Listen.
Yeah, he texts my phone.
Nah,
Yeah.
Eb, you tell me, is he out?
Yeah, he said he's out. That's what his text said.
Yeah, I ain't heard. Listen to me, I ain't heard nothing from the nigga like something.
Yo.
Let me see.
And he did change his name on the app.
Yeah, he says, "How you doing? Just got out."
For sure. You think that's?
Is it music mode?
Go ahead, talk. Keep talking. I'm trying to get my audio right.
No, he disappeared because of that. Y'all don't remember because y'all just thinking, oh, it was all of a sudden. When all that shit was going down, that's when he disappeared.
Either way it go.
That was when we was building this shit, Wack. You already know, man. We was going crazy.
Either way it go, it's, you know what I'm saying? The reason you disappeared.
That's because when all that shit was going on, when all the little cliques and all that, him and her was super cool. So.
But that was the other nigga disappeared, the little dude. Bang.
No, he was, when all the shit started coming out, that's when he got low. When the very first hit the stage.
But me and YG was super cool, and I haven't heard shit from him. That was my homie. Like that was like.
Huh?
He disappeared then because he was doing a lot of stuff with her in the background. And remember, she was threatening to tell on him and all this and all that.
She was threatening to tell on him?
Tell on the shit he was talking about with her. I can't believe that nobody remember that.
I don't remember dude's name being mentioned.
Yes,
I remember something like that. What you talking about?
It was, but all that stuff when got exposed. YG used to, it was her, YG, and Ebony. Before Ebony, you know what I'm saying, told everything she knew. So, you know, all that. He disappeared then. He wasn't talking to nobody then. He was temperature checking then. He kind of disappeared.
Yeah, because I don't remember asking nigga about none of that shit. I don't remember.
Somebody said he was in my DMs. And he just in my back channel or something. And he asked some. He never.
Yeah,
came
I do
back.
remember that time.
He never came back after that.
Or he sent something to your back channel?
That's what.
From another page or something?
Remember, somebody said that he let them use a burner, and they saw him. I never saw it, and they saw him trying to holler at me in the DM. I forgot who it was that said that. But they came.
I remember that. Somebody said they let him use a burner. Who was that said they let him use a burner?
It was Indigo.
Oh, Indigo.
Yeah.
Indigo said, yeah, I used your burner. Because you never checked it.
Yeah, never checked it. But all that stuff was coming out back then. He did.
So when Indigo said it, he wasn't on the floor?
No, you tried to ping him to the room. He would never come, but he disappeared when the whole getting kicked off our side, when old girl got kicked off our side the very first time.
Phoenix?
Yes, and she was threatening to tell. She started trying to throw him under the bus. I can't believe don't nobody remember this. She was threatening to throw him under the bus because she was saying he was using people and he was talking about people.
That was at the same time Wack packed me up, and you already know, like I had to take it.
Yeah, because it was something about
Wack packed me up. He was like, "Hey, yo, you don't do none of that shit." And I ain't gonna lie.
It was something about a code to her gate.
Wack got at me. I ain't gonna lie.
He was going to jail.
Yeah, he had been.
Yeah, it was something about a code. It was a code to a gate.
Nah, that was Beehive Bang.
Oh, okay.
There was a bunch of that.
That was Beehive Bang.
You saw right. No, you saw right.
Phoenix gave the code up to his gate.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
and his address.
Before
yeah, E45.
That was before though.
Yeah, that was way before. Like some other
with
shit.
With the YG shit, that's when Indigo was on here and popping it and shit. Yeah, Wack, you came in talking about that.
I remember. Yeah, I'm starting to remember it.
because we had to take him off the leadership thing because he wouldn't come back to show who he was really with. He was playing both sides, and she was just like, she kept calling him, and he was like, I know you talking YG, I know you talking to Phoenix, da da da, and he was playing both sides. He disappeared after that. But she was straight.
But back then, that's when.
Him and saying something about he.
So Ebony know about this shit because Ebony and Phoenix was still one back then.
Yeah, then. That's when
Ebony know what's going on with this little nigga. That's why he called you.
Nah, YG always would hit me like back then and all that shit was going on. But I don't know. I just know that Indigo shit.
Remember she supposed to raise some money for him or something for a fake.
Yeah, because he got robbed the. What is that?
He read the dispensary. We already know about that.
I sent the bondsman. I know about that because I.
Hey, Wack sent he bailed him out. The first time he got bailed out, Wack bailed him out. He bailed him out on everything.
Bondsman moved the nigga on my word.
Yeah, but she was raising money for something, and somebody.
Well, he probably had to make monthly payments for the nigga. The nigga moved the nigga without nothing.
No, somebody was saying something about, oh, he was committed. It wasn't no such and such, and she was just getting money for some. I don't know. It was a whole.
Oh no, he definitely had a case.
Yeah, but it was something. Like that.
He definitely got a case. He got a case for sure.
Fake case. Cell had the fake.
Yeah.
Fake. When they tried to put that cash app up. No, that was fake.
YG did a little bit of time for sure.
Well, YG really had a case. I know that because the bondsman went and got him. He really had the nigga tried to break into a weed shop. Was it a high speed chase?
Yeah. Oh, and he ducked off and he jumped.
Yeah.
He hit a lick on a weed spot. Oh,
yeah, I remember it. I just know it's a reason why he's secretly popping up.
I haven't seen him, Wack. I ain't gonna lie, and that's supposed to be like I fucked with YG. Like for him not to hit me up.
You know what? That's kind of like when what you call it started to take over. The little dude from Washington.
And Trucker, it's the same account that you see
Wait, what's the
popping
nigga
up.
name?
All right, I got my shit ready now.
Who you talking about, Rue?
Nigga from Washington, Rue. That's when Rue started to.
Yeah.
They make a different name.
The audio ready whenever y'all ready. I got it.
Oh yeah, this shit right here is a little dangerous. I believe this gonna lead to something.
All right, y'all ready?
Let's go. Let's
get it.
He impregnated his own aunt and then ordered. The accusations that T Grizzly impregnated his own aunt and then ordered for her to be murdered is escalating quickly. It went from a mere conspiracy to now it's a theory that's being explored in court. This goes without saying, but I'm not accusing T Grizzly of doing anything. I'm simply laying out the facts and laying out why T Grizzly is currently trending and why people is accusing T Grizzly of impregnating and murdering his aunt. After you hear all the information, it's up to you guys to make up your mind. With that being said, let's get started. The murder of T Grizzly's aunt / manager, Jobina Brown, has always been sketchy, has always been suspicious, never made sense at all.
The search continues this morning for the gunman who shot and killed the manager and aunt of Detroit rapper T Grizzly. 41-year-old Jobina Brown was shot in the area of 3 Mile Drive and Mack Avenue on the city's east side Tuesday night. Now, this is an update to a story that we brought you Wednesday morning. TMZ is reporting that Brown was in the back seat of a car when the suspect approached and started shooting. And she was rushed to the hospital where she later died. It is not clear if T Grizzly was the intended target of the attack. The rapper and his driver were not injured.
This isn't a situation where hindsight is 50-50 and people is looking back like, that sounded sketchy, or I didn't spot these red flags before. No. From day one, anyone who heard this story, even from the mouth of T Grizzly, who was present, they've always had more questions than answers. Because T Grizzly will be pretty candid about what took place that night. He wasn't shy. He told the full story to a lot of people and a lot of platforms, even made a song about it. And every time T Grizzly told the story, people was like, that don't make sense. Especially people in the streets. Like us civilians, like we can have our opinions, but people in the streets, when they heard what happened, they're like, yeah, that's not how the streets go. Like that's like that don't make sense.
So the night everything happened, man. Can you kind of go over that night with us? I know y'all was at the studio. I seen you on your Instagram.
Yeah, so we was at the studio with Guapo and Jay Swan or whatever. And I'm going to my cousin's house, my older cousin. Mm-hmm. He was real close with my pops. It's like my pops' brother. Mm-hmm. And I always try to, you know what I'm saying, show him some love because that's another one we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there and I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses.
Okay.
And stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person.
Okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff.
This one is not too much of a red flag for me, but a lot of people thought, come on, bruh. She chose to wait in the car at night in Detroit instead of going to the house. And like, this is your family house too? This don't really sound too right. But yo, I never lived in Detroit. I never lived in Chicago. I never lived in places that could be the murder capital. So I don't know, all right? Like, I don't know. Maybe it is a routine thing to wait in the car at night in those areas while people go to the car. Maybe not everybody is as scared or terrified as people like me.
I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, mm-hmm. She about to open the door. I just hear a whole bunch of shots going on. You know what I'm saying? Behind me. I hear a whole bunch of shots going on. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. Mm-hmm. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
She was in the. So what was the vehicle? She was in the car. Like,
yeah, she was in the car. She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car.
Why people, or here's the theory people believe, explains why T Grizzley did this.
JB, which some will say is his auntie, his manager, and made her make, and fake label, and signed himself to the fake label, So All His. Music would be under JB name. But by the time T Grizzley got rich and paid off all his debts, he was ready to put all his music back in his name. But JB was refusing to sign the papers to give T his music back. So T would pay 600 buka to have someone from his side to kill JB. So on August 20th, 2019, T and JB would both link up, and when T would get out and walk in the house, 600, Wu-Tang would pull up and shoot JB 8 times as T was walking in the house.
I feel like I'm at least obligated to say it doesn't make sense the entire way that he did it as well. Because how do these people know, like, what was in T Grizzley's contract? Right? Like, how do they know, you know, like, all his music was in this lady's name? Like, T Grizzley signed a record deal, so wouldn't the music be in the label's name and not her name? And then also, too, yo, like, the motive isn't really there. Like, outside of maybe the state believing that T Grizzley impregnated the aunt, but if that's the case, then I don't know. Maybe that's the motive. But the motive that the music was in her name, so he took her out, I don't know. Yo, T Grizzley seemed pretty grateful for this woman. Apparently, she was the only one who believed in T Grizzley when he first got out of jail, and she's the one who put money up behind him and took a chance on him. So for him,
it's tied to the other nigga who was one of the people in this wedding. Now, if that shooter get to talking, her being pregnant is a little crazy.
They couldn't test her to see she was pregnant, though.
I would think they could. I think they do all that in the autopsy, right, baby?
Yeah, I think that's like part of the, especially with a woman.
Yeah, because that changes the case.
Right.
You kill a young human being, that's one thing. You kill a female that's pregnant, they're going to hit you with both of them.
Absolutely. That's why I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. It's heating up, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that angle.
bro, my nigga, the part that, hold on, bro.
Fact that the nigga still had the burner on him a year later? When the hell he get caught? Nigga had that bitch on him in a whole nother city a year later. In the same stolo. That's crazy. Like, y'all niggas that broke, bro. You still holding on to the that's crazy.
Yeah. They caught the shooter in the same car, the same gun in
A
Chicago.
year later.
A year later. The
That
niggas
nigga wanted
rented
to
the
get
car,
caught,
never
man.
took it back, so the rental car people report the car stolen. The same car and the same gun, but see, the other part about this shit is this. I know her real good. I went to the funeral. I flew to the funeral. She used to call me all the time about information on how to do what and what to do what. Now I'm gonna say this. Usually when they make an arrest, the police close the books and fight the case. But from what Flacco's saying, they think it's other people involved. They still got the books open. Now I will say this. The story was first, nigga pulled up on side of the car and opened fire on side of the car. Now the paperwork said actually opened the car door. Niggas was on foot and followed the car and opened the car door. Now if you on the porch and they following the car and you 300 something pounds, they see you get out the car. So that whole shit, see, this is what happened when stories get told prior to, because now, I don't know if they got a ring count or what they got, but that's two different stories, because if a nigga pull up and wet the car up because they think you in there, that's one thing. I was always curious on why they thought you was in that car, because you was in the black car. It wasn't like you was in your day-to-day car with a driver.
And they let the driver go if they open the door up.
On top of that, the story was, this is JB's second time getting shot behind somebody trying to shoot him. I remember all this shit, because from this came other conflict and confusion in the camp. Y'all just ain't thinking about it. So now if they say open the door up, hit her 8 times, didn't hit the shoot at the driver, you standing on the porch outside, you never made it in the house. This dude got relation to another dude that's supposed to be who he's supposed to be. Something ain't right. Now what don't add up is, if T Grizzley was involved, I don't think dude would be in a situation where he had to keep the rental car and keep the same gun.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless you just got a nigga who got what he had coming and just said, fuck it, this is what I'm doing, because he's a stupid ass nigga.
Always a possibility as well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga's orchestrating this and he paying for them services, and you got what you need to get away from the vehicle and the gun. Now,
A whole year later.
Now, let's explore something else. Did somebody fake sell him the car and the gun? Is Is he the recipient of some bullshit he didn't know he was receiving? Does the cell phone towers put him in Detroit? We just looking at all the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. But like for me, why I say, T Grizzly, again, man, I try to get sued by them. So allegedly, because Wu Thing is from Chicago, right?
Yep.
Like what beef would like a dude from Chicago who is in the same clique as T Grizzly's right hand man, who was his groomsman, what beef would he has? And then also too, like at trial, because like
what
trial is
beef would he
filmed.
have to even be there doing that? Period.
Come on.
Yeah, this shit.
You feel me? And then two, Wack, at trial, because like trial is filmed, the police kept asking about T Grizzly, even like when they like had the aunt and who like house it was, and she took the stand, and they began to ask her, well, like, and he said that he was panicking, and then like he looked out the window afterwards. Is that
aunt
true?
said he wasn't in the house to look out the window.
See, but the hair, right? But though they told police that they looked out the window, right? Because like, and he claims that like they took long, but then they eventually came to the door, and then like he like I guess like went inside. So then and they told the police that he was panicking and he looked at like out the window, but then on the stand the aunt said, "Nah, I ain't never seen him look like out the window." So like, again, if this is a trial about Wu Thing, why they keep asking about T Grizzly?
No, that's a fact. It's just, see this pregnancy shit, I believe it's a setup coming up. When they do an autopsy report and they see a woman's pregnant, they run tests, bro. They can tell.
Yeah, they definitely can tell.
They can definitely tell. The fact that you pointed out that wasn't T Grizzly's real aunt, right? Now that opened up doors to other things.
Yeah.
So
it was a setup.
For him to call her aunt, and for her to have the money she had, and for her to quit her job, see, I'm just going back to the streets with it, right? I'm finna go back to the streets with it. For a little nigga to be calling R&B auntie, and she got the money to push your career, and she quits her job. She didn't quit her job because she quitted the job to watch the business. And the only reason why somebody's calling her aunt, and she probably got that money, and the reason why she's watching the business is by instruction of a nigga that's someplace, and that nigga more than likely is in the penitentiary somewhere. See, I'm looking at the whole playing field. I guaranteed JB got a man that was in prison at the time, and I guaranteed whoever this man was probably had a hand in raising this little nigga, and I guaranteed if some foul play started going on, if she was pregnant, a nigga get to thinking about if this nigga find out, depending on what type of nigga this nigga is, what might happen. Yeah, love, this shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.